Hello and welcome to the little Likac 12 Cast Ons vlog. My name is Amanda, welcome to my YouTube channel, and yes, this is day 11 of the 12 Cast Ons. That is a make-along hosted by Angela from Yarn and Yarns, and her YouTube channel is linked below if you want more information. This is day 11, which is Wednesday the 3rd of January 2024. I am filming in a slightly different place to usual because it was about the only place in my house that was available and quiet. It's not where I normally film my videos from. And also I'm filming much later in the day, hence the reason we have got all just artificial light. Right, so I've got 2 days left, and yesterday my eldest daughter kind of put a spanner in the works. I'd got 2 cast-ons left that I was planning on doing, both of which were garments for me, sweaters. So that gives you clues tomorrow. My daughter mentioned that when she had been in the shopping centre last week, I think it was, she'd gone into a shop that we have near us called Sostrene Green. I know that shop is located in other countries, but we don't have very many of them in the UK, and we only got one in Derby. It's only been open 12 months, maybe 2 years. It opened just before Christmas, but I can't think of it. I think, yeah, it was last year. So it's only been in Derby 12 months. And they do have a little knitting section in there. And my daughter said that she had seen some sock yarn that was really, really pretty. And I said, if you really like it and it's still there, if you buy a skein of it, I'll knit you some socks. So she came home with it yesterday, very excited. And I said, well, you'll have to wait a little while because I've got so many other projects on the go. And then I thought, why? Why does she need to wait a while? You know, why don't I just add her socks into the cast on, the 12 cast ons? So let me show you. No, she only bought 50 grams and she said it was the last one left. And it hadn't even got a label on it. This is what she bought. And she said it's self-striping, and I said, oh, I don't think it is. And then I've had another proper look at it, and yes, she's right, it is self-striping, but it's only 50 grams. And I said, well, that's not enough to do your pair of socks. So I said, we're going to have to pair it with another one. So we went into my stash and we picked 2 or 3 different ones, and then we decided, actually, this is what we're going to pair it with, because we feel it's kind of from the same palette. And my plan had just been to do plain self-striping and use this for the heels, cuffs and toes. But then I thought, well, I've already got a plain self-striping one on the needles already. And even doing that, to make the 50 grams go far enough, so we're going to have to be slightly shorter socks, etc. So this morning when I was drinking my coffee, I had a little look at patterns which work really well in self-striping yarn. Sorry, I can't get rid of this fog in my throat. So yeah, so this morning I had a look and I was trying to find something which would use more of this. And I found this really nice pattern. Well, I suddenly remembered actually I'd seen a pair of socks that I had taken a picture, a screenshot of it on a Facebook post. So I went through my phone with photos, found that, and the pattern is called Prism, and it's available for free on Ravelry. So it's a free pattern, and it means it will use more of this than just heels, toes and cuffs. And so then hopefully we will get full length socks out of the 2 of these combined. So yes, that is the plan. And I will be casting this on this evening. I'm just going to go and have a shower and then I'm going to get this cast on. I've only got a few hours to work on it because it's nearly 5 o'clock now. So I've only got a few hours really, but we'll see how far we can get with it. And yeah, that's kind of a surprise one. Wasn't expecting to be casting on another pair of socks. And if you want a bit more information about this yarn, we searched it and found it on Ravelry. And it's called, I want to say Anne and Clara, because those are the 2 sisters that founded Sostrene Green. Anne and Clara Yarn for Socks. And it is a sock yarn, definitely. And it is 75% superwash wool, 25% polyamide, I think it says. It does feel really quite soft. This is really hard to describe because it's got a slightly rustic feel, but it's also really soft as well. So anyway, that is the plan. We are going to put that with this, and this one is West Yorkshire Signature, West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply in the colourway Penny Royal, which is a beautiful colour, it has to be said. So I think these are going to look really nice together. I hope so anyway. Right, so yes, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And I don't know why I'm saying this bit yet, because hopefully you'll see some video tomorrow. Probably I'll take some video tomorrow of where I've got to on those socks. And although, as I say, it might actually be Friday before I film that, because tomorrow I'll be starting my 12th cast on, and I'm not going to have a lot of time to video because I will be at work, and then I've got knit group in the evening. I plan to cast on number 12 at knit group on Thursday night. Yeah, hope that makes sense. I am getting myself all confused now. What day of the week we're on, what day of the cast ons we're on, what day I'm recording what for which day. No, I've really enjoyed doing this actually, but I have to say 12 days in a row, I think these next couple of days I've kind of pushed myself to my limit with this, but it's all good, it's all good. And I know lots of you have been enjoying watching it, which is great as well. So then I'm going to have to work out which projects are going to get worked on next to actually get finished. Right, anyway, maybe, depending on how crazy things are, if the kids are calmed down, maybe I'll try and film a little bit as well of me actually knitting and getting cast on. Not that it's going to be very exciting. See you in a bit. Hello, so it is 5 to 11. So I had a good few hours knitting on this project. So after I finished recording, I had a shower, I cooked dinner. I forgot to say earlier as well that I, on my way home, sort of on my way home, a little bit of a detour, I stopped off at Liz's this evening, Nibbles, Needles and Hooks, or this afternoon, had a very yummy flapjack in there. So that's a, not a local yarn shop, it's a yarn shop not that far from me really. It is about 15 minutes or so from where I work, excuse me, and about 30 minutes from where I live. And her opening hours now means that I might pop in there on my way home, particularly on a Wednesday. Anyway, so I did that this afternoon as well. And my throat has gone all froggy again. Don't know what's wrong with me. Anyway, so the other thing as well that I've been doing yesterday and today is teaching the eldest daughter, the one who crochets, how to knit. So she's doing really well. Yesterday I taught her just knit stitch. She can crochet already. And I did teach her to knit when she was about 8, because I always had this theory, if you learn when you're young, then if you ever want to pick it back up again, your memory, you'll remember it. Excuse me, I'm going to try and clear my throat. So yes, so she's been learning to knit. So last night I taught her, or yesterday I taught her the knit stitch. So she did a garter stitch, just 10 stitches per row, a garter stitch headband. And tonight when I got home, she was like, Mum, how do I cast off? So I showed her that. And then she cast on again. And then tonight I taught her purling. So she's been doing stocking stitch tonight, and I'm not sure how much she did, but do you know what I was really impressed by though, was she knew she'd made a mistake. Somehow she'd reversed what row she was on, so she had to sort of tink back 2 rows, which she did. She wouldn't let me help. She was kind of like, no, I need to learn how to correct my mistakes. She dropped a stitch, and I picked one up for her and sort of showed her how I did it, and then she dropped another one and she picked up that stitch. So I was dead impressed. She's doing really well. Anyway, let me show you the progress on this sock. It is knitting up absolutely beautifully. I want it for myself. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? And I sent her a message. This is for my eldest daughter, so you know, who knows, this might be the last pair of socks I knit for her. She might be knitting her own socks. So yes, I sent her a message. Actually, she was upstairs, and I sent her a little message saying these socks are knitting up beautifully, and she came down and she's really happy with them. So I know you can't see the colours terribly well, but you can sort of see the colours there. So we're going to go into brown now, and I love this, absolutely love this. Such a beautiful colour. So yeah, they are going to be absolutely gorgeous. I am knitting them on 2.5mm needles, and I'm using a 60 stitch count. This is a free pattern. It says you can use any stitch count as long as it is as long as it's divisible by 4. Now the pattern does say to do 2x2 rib. I've actually done twisted 1x1 rib, which is pretty unusual for me. I don't normally bother with 1x1 rib or twisted rib, but somehow I decided to do that, and actually it's looking beautiful. But the pattern also said to do 2.5 inches of ribbing. That wasn't happening. We've done about 3 centimeters of ribbing, but oh, look at it, really pretty. Very, very happy with that. So that is going away though. Will not be worked on again now for a few days at least, and putting it into a very pretty bag. I've got a feeling this might be another one of the Made in Apavalla bags, but I decided a pretty sock like that needed to go in a pretty bag, so I found this bag. So oh, and I haven't, hang on, let me find my tags. Number 11. So I need to write on here, what are they called? Prism socks. So that is cast on number 11. I will try and get this up tomorrow, Thursday, but I think you may be waiting till Saturday to see the last one. Right, lovely people, thank you for watching. Thank you for all your comments and encouragement. Really interesting to see what people's comments have been as well on some of the previous cast-ons. Massive pile of whips building up here. Once I've got them all cast on, I will then be deciding which ones then I'm going to focus on for January. And just a bit of a sneak peek, tomorrow's cast on, which is going to have to go to knit group with me, is in this bag at the moment. I didn't purchase the yarn at Yarndale actually, but it's a big enough bag to hold all the yarn. I won't take all of it with me to knit group tomorrow. I'll just take the pattern, the needles and one ball. Let's just say I suspect all I'll be doing at knit group will be ribbing anyway. All right, thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye.